On the first day of trading at the stock exchanges on Thursday, Paytm shares finished at 1,564 rupees, down 27% from their IPO price of 2,150 rupees per share. On the BSE, shares of 197 Communications, which operates Paytm, were listed at 1,955 rupees, a 9% discount to the IPO price of 2,150 rupees. Paytm's IPO, which raised 18,300 crore, is India's largest to date. According to Hindustan Times, Paytm's shares finished 27% below the IPO price on the first day of trading, slicing 38,000 crore from its IPO valuation. At the end of Thursday, Paytm had a market capitalization of 1.01 lakh crore rupees. Paytm was valued at roughly 1.39 lakh crore rupees at the IPO price of 2,150 rupees per share. I did feel a little bit awful when I learned that the stock hasn't opened up at a higher price, Paytm CEO Vijay Sharma told Money Control. I want to assure our retail investors that it's only one day, he continued. On Thursday, Paytm shares opened at a 9% discount to the IPO price and closed 27% lower. On Thursday, Paytm CEO Vijay Sharma remarked, "It's a fresh approach to business. It takes a lot of effort to comprehend it." After the company's shares finished 27% lower than the IPO price on their first trading day, he told Reuters, "One day does not dictate what our destiny is." He also stated that he had no regrets about listing in India. Sanjeev Bikhchandani, the founder of Zomato's early investor, Edge, advised Paytm's CEO to hang in there after the company's stock plunged 27% below its IPO price on Thursday. He went on to say that both Infosys and Facebook experienced challenges with their first public offerings, but that both have now become fantastic organizations. "If you execute properly, the stock price will rise," Bikhchandani said. In an interview following Paytm's IPO and its shares sliding 27% below the IPO price on Thursday, Edge founder Sanjeev Bikhchandani said company founders should focus on developing value rather than valuation. "It's a good idea to give institutional investors a larger portion in a loss-making company's IPO," he said. "The tech IPO market is not overvalued in the same way that broader markets are," Bikhchandani noted. On the company's market debut on Thursday, Paytm shares closed 27% lower than the IPO price. Coffee Day Enterprises shares dropped 17.64% after its initial public offering in November 2015, whereas Reliance Power stock dropped 17.22% after its initial public offering in 2008. ICICI Securities stock dropped 14.41% on its first day on the market in April 2018, while Kalyan Jewelers stock dropped 13% on its first day of trading in March 2021. One reward for our valuable audience. I give a shout out to a random YouTube subscriber who subscribes our channel, in my next video. Anand Mahindra, a businessman, resorted to Twitter to warn people about a bogus news story claiming that he had invested in a cryptocurrency platform. "If it weren't so unethical and dangerous," Mahindra remarked, "this would be really entertaining. This is a pure fabrication and forgery. Takes the term fake news to a whole new level. I haven't put a single rupee into cryptocurrency," Mahindra stated. Tarsons Products 1024 Crore IPO was subscribed 77.5 times on the last day of the offering. The component for eligible institutional purchasers was subscribed 115 times, the amount for non-institutional investors 184 times, and the portion for retail buyers 10.5 times. It intends to spend 62 crore on capital investment and 78.5 crore on debt reduction with the revenues. On the first day of bidding, the IPO of Go Fashion, which owns Go Colors, was subscribed 2.46 times. Bids for 1.99 crore equity shares were received against an IPO size of 80.79 lakh units. The amount reserved for retail investors was 12.14 times subscribed, while the portion reserved for non-institutional investors was just 0.44 times subscribed. Banks have recovered more than 5 lakh crore from stressed loans, according to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. When someone walks away with bank loans, it's a hot topic. When a courageous government returns them, however, no one talks about it, he added. We tackled the issue of non-performing assets, recapitalized banks, strengthened their positions, and implemented reforms such as the IBC, he stated. Unilever has agreed to sell its worldwide tea company, Ekaterra, to CVC Capital Partners on a cash-free, debt-free basis for €4.5 billion, nearly $5 billion. Lipton, Brooke Bond, and PG Tips are among the 34 brands in Ekaterra's portfolio. Due to a drop in black tea sales, the London-listed consumer goods group put its tea business under review in 2020. Revenue Secretary Tarun Bajaj told PTI that the government is exploring modifications to income tax legislation to bring cryptocurrencies under the tax net. Some of these changes could be included in the budget next year. Some people, he claimed, are already paying capital gains tax on cryptocurrency income. You have to pay taxes if you make money, he added. According to P. Vasudevan, Chief General Manager of the RBI's Department of Payment and Settlement, the central bank may test a digital currency in the first quarter of the next fiscal year. It's not as simple as saying CBDC can be a habit starting tomorrow, Vasudevan continued. The RBI is looking at a number of concerns and complexities concerning CBDC. Alibaba, a Chinese e-commerce platform, posted a profit of $833 million in the September quarter, down 81% year-on-year. The company's revenue, on the other hand, increased by 29% year-over-year to $31.14 billion. According to media sources, it estimated revenue growth of 20 to 23% for the whole fiscal year of 2022, down from the 27% predicted by analysts. Banks, according to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, must help job creators, wealth producers, and efforts to strengthen the country's balance sheet. He went on to say that in order to help firms succeed, banks must now adopt a partnership approach. Prime Minister Modi remarked that banks need to shift from being a loan approver to a loan applicant. The Reserve Bank of India said that India's foreign exchange reserves fell by $763 million to $640.112 billion in the week ending November 12. The loss was due to a $2.094 billion drop in foreign currency assets, which fell to $575.487 billion. In the reporting week, gold reserves increased by $1.461 billion to $40.239 billion. Recruit Holdings, the business behind the world's largest employment web Indeed and Glassdoor, believes that resumes should be phased out of the hiring process. The hiring process is continuing sending resumes and checking resumes, said Hisayuki Idekoba, CEO of Recruit Holdings. This is a fantastic opportunity for us to move away from the resume profile culture and ask, what can you do? He continued.